Hi there, friends and fam. Lyra here with Project Wildflower, planting seeds of hope for all of our children and families. I hope that you are having a wonderful day and that you have seeds sprouting in your pots. I wonder if any of you went out and voted today. I know that today was a big day for voting. Whoever you voted for, hopefully it was someone who had the best interests of the whole family and the community in mind. This is only the primary election, and so we're in for quite a race for the next year. Anyway, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about mental health. I am a volunteer at a mental health center here in the city of Fremont right now, and we have been working with individuals at this mental health. It's a day center, so they get to come and have food. We make meals for them, and we help to guide them to the appropriate person to talk to should they need some assistance. This place also offers housing assistance for those who are homeless. But one of the things that is really important is to understand that 1 out of 5 people is diagnosed with some mental health deficiency. We're all suffering from some form of mental health issue anymore. I mean, what with the trauma of seeing war on the televisions every day, seeing death and horror all around us, it's a miracle that we're not all institutionalized. But that's the wonderful thing about humans is we're very resilient and we get up off the floor and continue going. However, there are those individuals who cannot do that. And some of those individuals are being unfairly labeled because the mental health illnesses and such are now so prevalent in labeling that doctors will diagnose anywhere from a mental health illness, mental disability or deficiency. Addiction is considered a mental health illness. Disease, they call it a mental disease. Some people say that, for example, autism is a mental illness disease, schizophrenia is a mental illness disease, bipolar disorder, mental illness disease. A lot of these mental illnesses stem from chronic depression, which many people in this country suffer from daily. If you are given a diagnosis along these lines, the doctor will most likely be prescribing you some form of medication. And they'll probably also prescribe you to see a psychiatrist who will be in charge of your mental care. But, we find that many of the health studies that have been put out now very definitively state that not only do most of these medications not work for us, but that they do the exact opposite and lend to the suicide ratio, which I was talking about yesterday, especially with young teens and young adults. So, I've volunteered in mental health clinics before. I've been studying my alternative medicines and alternative care since 1996, and I've looked into alternatives to the drugs that are out there. Some of the alternatives that I have discovered actually go along the lines of what our diet is. The more meat we eat, a lot of people find are more depressed. It's people who have gluten sensitivities. This isn't intolerance, but gluten sensitivity have been linked to suffering from bipolar disorder. So, we need to look at a lot of different factors in helping a person who is having some difficulty adjusting to the craziness of our world and the craziness all around them, to be able to find ways to cope and manage and live a happier, healthier life. Excuse me, that almost fell down. I just wanted to you know, share with you some of the things that I've found in my own research that are kind of disturbing. I feel that a lot of people are misdiagnosed with mental health illnesses or disabilities who, under other circumstances and given the opportunity, would be able to blossom and flourish without having these roadblocks in their way. I feel that there's a big burden that's put on people who are given these diagnoses, and that, you know, part of it actually relates to the word mental illness or mental disability. And so I feel that, you know, perhaps we should look at using the words mental disharmony. Maybe that's more appropriate. There are studies showing that many mental and physical health issues can be re-harmonized through a change in diet, activities, and herbal remedies, and also without the nasty side effects that our doctor drug pushers have been giving us as a solution to our management of our mental disharmony. You know, meditation, getting involved in community activities, and hopefully your community has a place for people who are having mental disharmonies. And, you know, maybe you could even volunteer there. Check it out. Help somebody out. Do you know anybody who has mental health disharmonies? Check in with them. See what you can do to lift them up so that they don't have that burden on them of, oh, I'm challenged, I'm disabled, I can't do this because now I have a mental health disability, I have a mental health illness, I have to take this medication, I can't go out and do the things that I used to enjoy because of this mental health illness. Well, it's not an illness. Let's look at it as a disharmony, and there are ways to reharmonize. And I hope that you will investigate further into that if that is your interest. I'd love to know what you think about mental health and mental disharmony, the term used today. And I hope that you like and share, and remember to leave comments. And don't forget to subscribe and share, share, share. Have a great afternoon and happy gardening. Bye.